Hey there lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be reacting to Muddy Water by Stray Kids, but this is actually Changbin, Hyunjin, Han and Felix, which I think is going to be so awesome. I can't wait to see what this song is all about. I've heard such great things. But before we do, if you guys are new to the channel, then welcome and thank you for joining. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button down below to stay up to date when I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep making more videos like this. But all that being said, I just cannot wait to get into this one, so let's go. What? Hang on a second. I wasn't expecting this, but I love it. The keys? Okay.
Rain falling on my face and washing off that sweat off, making me cleaner than the dirt on my hands.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna need a moment because I don't know what world I've just entered into. Obviously, it's got to be the Stray Kids Megaverse because I've been mind blown. Hang on. We started out with that almost like jazzy, twinkly keys moment, you know? And I was like, oh, okay, I see where we're heading. I was completely wrong because then we got hit with Felix's beautiful, gorgeous, just deep, incredible vocals. What are we saying? Rain falling on my face and washing off that sweat, making me cleaner than the dirt on my high top. Oh, Felix, okay. You hit him with the bars, you tell him.
Rain falling on my face and washing off that sweat off, making me cleaner than the dirt on my high top. Suffer from the words you throw at me, but makes me tougher, energetic youngster like me. Let's play.
Oh my, hang on a second. Whoa, this is incredible. Hang on. This is incredible. I suffer from the words you throw at me, but it makes me tougher. Like, I've heard so many things, so many negative opinions and what people have to say about me. And ultimately, no matter how hard that is for me to listen to and how difficult it can be and painful it can be to hear how negative some people's words can be, ultimately, hearing all of that only gives me even more passion and drive to continue on doing what I'm doing and prove them wrong. Like, it makes me even tougher because I have to fight through everything that people are throwing my way in order to try and succeed in this life. And that is what makes me a stronger person. That is so powerful. And then him just saying, like, energetic youngster like me loves playing in muddy water. Him talking about, you know, how he's cleaner from that rain, you know, washing that sweat off, like all of that hard work, like the rain washing all that hard work and determination almost off with that sweat. It's like he is saying, I'm now cleaner than the dirt on my high top, which is almost symbolized with that playing in muddy water, you know, playing around with that sense of the negative and the positive that you hear from people in a way. Like, I feel like maybe that rain is symbolized by almost maybe more of the comforting side that people can bring, you know, when you get that positive energy from people, almost like washing over you and washing off all of the negative that people have said. Like, that is that dirt in a way. And then him just saying about the muddy puddles, it's like a mixture of the good and the bad. And I love playing in those muddy puddles, you know, I love being able to see both sides of the coin, hearing both sides, because both versions of what people have to say make me stronger. This song is wild. The lyricism is unbelievable. Wow.
Suffer from the words you throw at me, but makes me tougher, energetic youngster like me. Let's play in muddy water, looking back at what you said behind my back. Doesn't matter cause I'm a winner, strong believer, 24/7 with the members, scoring goals like a team player.
Yes.
Execute the shadows.
Hang on. This is absolutely unbelievable. Looking back at what you said behind my back, the wordplay on that is incredible. The way that we've had that flip on the word back, like looking back through my memories at what you had to say behind my back, like all of the things you thought that I didn't hear, I heard them. I heard exactly what you were saying, and it only made me want to prove you wrong even more. And I feel like I have. But even so, it doesn't matter what you say. I know that as long as I've got this journey ahead of me, as long as I've got this team behind me who I love and care for, and I just want to achieve everything with, I know that I'm a stronger player, I'm a stronger person than who you could ever be. Because I have that belief, I have that faith in myself. I don't have to listen to other people's opinions in order to gain that self of, you know, reassurance in who I am and where I'm going in this life. Because not only do I have my own belief, but I have the belief of 7 other people who are surrounding me, and we're all in this together. And I think that is just, that makes my heart so happy, and that genuinely brings me so much like warmth in my heart and hearing that. Like, anytime they talk about in a song just being a team and being together, it really does just like bring back and hone in on the fact that they really do just all care so deeply for one another, and they have been on such an incredible expansive journey together, and it just melts your heart, doesn't it? And him just saying, I execute the shadows all around me, call me a demon slayer. Like, I am able to cut through anything that people say about me because I know who I am. I don't need to hear what people think of me. I don't need to have people's opinions of who I am as a person, because I know deep down who I am. I know what journey I'm on. I know the life I want to lead. And I have that all in my future. I don't need to, listen to those dark thoughts or those shadows of people who have tried to bring me down, because I'm on the up. It's just incredible, this song is. It really is amazing.
24/7 with the members scoring goals like a team player. Execute the shadows all around me, call me demon slayer. 선택 모든 새걸 좋아하는데 굳이 칙칙한 운동화 신지
Wear dull sneakers when you like new things. Double knot, hey. If you tie it tightly and walk proudly, I end up standing behind the things in front of me. Wow. These lyrics are absolutely incredible. And it's almost like them saying, like, you can try new things, you can try listening to new music, you can try, really just embracing yourself into a new sense of music. You don't always have to stick to tradition and to things that, seem like they're a one size fits all in a way, Like, we are bringing something new to the table and we are creating a new dynamic, and that can be fun. That can be something new and exciting for you to listen to, really delve into. But you have to be willing to try and be willing to be open to listening and not constantly just throw negativity at this style of music, even though you don't really know anything about it. I love the call out as well to double knot, of course. If you tie it tightly in the double knot, I think that's super cool. Almost saying, like, I end up standing behind the things in front of me. I end up then, being so secure in myself, doing that double knot, knowing that I am really secure myself into the position where I need to be in life. I know then that no matter what's in front of me, I'm always right beside that. I'm always, looking ahead and trying to figure out how I can combat anything that's in my way. And I do that by, like, really making sure that I know that I have secured myself into where I need to be and where I'm heading.
원망하는 것도 속은 아픈 척도 난 티를 절대 내지 않아 유치한 별로 원망하는 것도 속은 아픈 척도 다 튀어버린 진흙 딛고.
Looking at the mud splashed on me, I'm running forward. I love that lyric, Hyunjin. That is fire. Like, almost like you're the mud that was on my shoe, and I'm now running forward ahead of you, looking back at, the person that you are and being like, well, I'm leaving you in the past and I'm moving forward with my life while you're still stuck there, That is so incredible of a lyric. I love that. Like, all that negativity you threw my way, just look where you are now. You're way far behind me and I'm running ahead of you. And you're literally just mud on my shoe. Oh, wow. I love that. This is almost giving me a little bit of, like, Bleep vibes. Like, whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you, think of me, I'm just not even going to listen anymore. Like, yada yada, noise cancellation. It's giving me that sort of vibe. Like, it doesn't matter what you think of me. I'm just going to keep on moving forward in my life and living true to who I am. I don't need to think about what you're saying anymore, because ultimately I'm achieving my goals. I'm moving forward in life while you're just still stuck in the past, and you're going to stay stuck there as long as you continue to be the person that you are,
원망하는 것도 속간 아픈 척도 다 튀어버린 진흙 딛고 앞만 보고 달려가. Feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly. That's my lifestyle, that's my lifestyle. Hey. Breathe in, work it, move in, sit down and listen for once.
Come on, Vinny. Okay. Taking fresh air instead of cloudy air. That is such a great line. Try something new for once. Try, breathing in that sense of clarity rather than that clouding of your own judgment. Like try and find some more clarity to your judgment for a change, rather than just sticking to what you think you know when you don't even know what you think you know. In a way, if that makes sense. I just think this song is fire. They're just spitting facts and I'm loving it. Like, literally, our boys spitting facts. They are locked and loaded with this song. Genuinely. Ooh, the little drill. Get away from me, you tell him.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
Hey, this is our flow. Oh, walking on. Oh my gosh, it's giving me so many different vibes in this song. Like, I'm feeling there when they was talking about their flow. It was almost giving like a little bit of walking on water. I love that. The way that it is just like mixing, I feel like so many little references here and there. It's so cool. Again, with Walking on Water, I realised when I started watching the music video, because I'd heard the song before, but I hadn't seen the music video. But the more I was taking in the lyrics, the more it was just like, we keep on walking on these waters. Like, despite what anybody says, despite what anybody thinks, like, we just, keep on walking, keep on moving through those tides, through those waves. What anybody says, what anybody does, like, we know who we are. And I feel like this is very similar in a sense of, like, we just keep on moving through that water, moving through the muddy water in a way. Sometimes you're going to get that negativity, which I feel like is almost like the mud. Sometimes you're going to get that positivity and love and light, which is almost like the water. And the two mixing together, it can be such a drastic combination. But ultimately, no matter what comes from those two things combining, as long as you stand still in knowing who you are as a person and knowing where you want to go in life, you don't have to listen to either the negative or the positive, because you know who you are. You don't have to rely on anybody else's opinions to really explain who you are as a person, because you know who you are deep down.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
Love it.
This is our flow, just step off the show.
Like I'm spitting out a rap, telling Vinny. Even if I make a mistake, I'll make sure to measure it with a ruler and I'll spit it on you. Febreze? Oh, Vinny! Listen, I love that moment there where he's saying, like, even if I make a mistake, I'll make sure to measure it. It's just almost like that sense of saying, like, listen, if you're gonna pick me up for something that I've done and I've made a mistake, listen, I'll own up to the mistake. But because you're being so pedantic, I'll go measure it myself, okay? Because I don't need you to constantly keep on coming at me and saying all these things. Like, if I've made a mistake, I own up to it and I will, happily tell you. But I don't need you to be pointing things out about me that aren't even true. I just love that moment. It's almost like a little bit passive aggressive to that person being like, listen, I'll measure it myself, okay? Don't need you doing it for me. And then just saying, I'll spit on you, Febreze. Like, we'll get that fresh air with that Febreze, We need to bring in some precautions with that Febreze. Oh. Hey. Listen, there's one thing I will say about Vinny, right? And I've said this a lot in my solo reactions of his like solo music, but there's so much like coolness and dynamic in the way he raps. Like the way he just did all of that then, like really isolating on those words and just picking up almost like that tone to his vocal. It's just so cool. He has so much style and swagger in the way that he raps, and I love it so much. He just spits so many facts and I love it. I do. I think he's just incredible. And I know I'm not ready for Han either. Han's gonna blow me away, isn't he? I know it. My feet are stuck to the floor. Wow. Find out the truth about this damage. Whoa, Han, the flow. Jeez Louise, he's absolutely on fire right now. I feel like I ate 100 sweet potatoes to add to the disharmony. Oh my gosh. Wow. Listen, I will just say as well, I really like that line when he was talking about, like, sometimes you don't know the damage. I don't know completely the lyrics that he said, but he was talking about, like, take a look at the damage, And it is almost like, I think sometimes when it comes to people who tend to be negative, I don't think sometimes they really think through the drastic nature of their words in a way, and it is almost like you don't understand how negatively that can really impact somebody in so many different ways. But there are so many meanings behind your words that can be interpreted and really just cause so much pain and hurt and devastation, whether that's emotionally, physically, mentally. And I think that is just such like a massive thing as well, and saying like before you say anything, like just think about how that can negatively impact a person and how that would really weigh on somebody's mind, you know? His pace is wild. He's digging, shovels, closes the lid and cleans the streets. I'm in charge of cleaning today. Han, listen, yes you are. And you're cleaning up on this song. You really are. All four of you are cleaning up on this song, let's be honest. This is incredible. Like how he's raising his head. I love that as well. Like he's having to raise his head now. Like the one who was saying all these things, you know, talking their talk. He's having to raise his head to look at me because like I'm so high above him. He's having to look up, you know, to see me. I love that. This song is so good. Hey, Hyunjin. I love the like flip between Vinny and Han. That song is so cool. This beat as well. It is, it's almost giving me a bit of like the what-oh, walking on in that beat there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but to me, it's reminding me a little bit of like when they're doing the little switches, it's giving a bit of like what-oh, walking on. I love that because it just does blend so beautifully with the walking on water to muddy water in a way. Like we're overcoming all of those muddy waters, we're now walking on that water. I don't know if that was an intentional thing with these songs, but I feel like to me, it definitely feels like, I think Muddy Water was released first, right? It feels like this song was released and then like further down the line, they thought of the whole feel of walking on water, like being on top of those waters, you know, in a way then like absolutely just surpassing everybody's expectations and thoughts and negative opinions. And I love that. That part there gives a little bit to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Oh, that part, it does, it gives me that. Oh, we're back to the keys again. I love. This was a wild trip that was absolutely unbelievable. I loved this song so much, and I can see why so many people recommended this one to me. It is phenomenal. I just really loved the whole message and the feeling and the meaning behind this one. I think it was so impactful and powerful. I really just loved how we got to hear all four of them just really speaking their truth and, you know, just talking about how those negative opinions really can impact you so deeply. And I think that the way they were just saying, like, no matter what anybody says, what anybody does, we're just going to keep on living our life and living our truth and making our music in the way we want to. We're not going to listen to what anybody else thinks, and we're just going to keep on moving ahead, you know, and being ahead of the game. And they really have stayed true, and that's like a testament to them and their music, especially when it comes to Stray Kids. They really have gone through so many things as a group together, and also, you know, singularly as people. And I think that coming through everything they've been through together and still being able to produce such incredible music, to be such incredible people, and also to just be so strong and have that still determination and fire and passion for what they do, and that, you know, heart for their music and their fans. I think it is just so incredibly inspiring. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along this video with me. If you did, like I said, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching, so I can keep making more videos like this. But all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.